Are we born as blank slates, our minds ready to be written upon by experience? This is the central question posed by the concept of tabula rasa, a powerful idea that has shaped philosophical and scientific thought for centuries. Imagine a pristine canvas devoid of any markings. This is the image often used to describe the tabula rasa theory of human development. Proponents of this view, most notably the philosopher John Locke, argued that we enter this world empty of innate knowledge, our minds waiting to be molded by our senses and experiences. Like a sculptor shaping clay, our interactions with the world around us gradually form our thoughts, beliefs, and understanding. This idea, revolutionary for its time, challenged the long-held belief in innate ideas, setting the stage for a centuries-long debate about the very nature of knowledge and learning. Is our destiny truly unwritten, shaped solely by the forces we encounter in our lives? Or do we arrive in this world pre-programmed with certain inherent capabilities and predispositions? The answers to these questions are far from simple, reaching into the very core of who we are and what it means to be human. The tabula rasa theory, while compelling in its simplicity, has not stood unchallenged. Over the centuries, philosophers and scientists have grappled with the complexities of human development, offering alternative perspectives on the nature versus nurture debate. Some, like René Descartes, argued for the existence of innate ideas, suggesting that certain fundamental truths are embedded within us from birth. Others, like Immanuel Kant, proposed that our minds possess inherent structures shaping how we perceive and interpret the world around us. And then there's behaviorism, a school of thought, championed by John B. Watson, which posits that our behaviors are shaped primarily by environmental conditioning. This ongoing debate, fueled by centuries of philosophical inquiry and scientific exploration, has profound implications for our understanding of education, psychology, and even the very fabric of society. Join us as we delve into the heart of this intellectual showdown, exploring the arguments and counter-arguments that have shaped our understanding of what it means to be human. John Locke, the 17th century English thinker, ignited a revolution in our understanding of the human mind. He proposed the theory of tabula rasa, or blank slate. At birth, our minds are like pristine sheets of paper. Every experience inscribes itself upon this blank slate, forming our thoughts, beliefs, and understanding. Locke's emphasis on experience had profound implications for education. He advocated for a child-centered approach, emphasizing sensory exploration and curiosity. Locke's tabula rasa theory emerged during a period of unprecedented intellectual ferment known as the Enlightenment. This era, spanning the 17th and 18th centuries, witnessed a seismic shift in European thought as reason and empirical observation challenged the authority of tradition and dogma. The Enlightenment celebrated the power of human reason to understand the world and shape a better future. Locke's ideas, with their emphasis on the role of experience and the importance of nurturing a child's natural curiosity, resonated deeply with the spirit of this age. The Enlightenment was a time of immense scientific discovery, fueled by the belief that the universe operates according to natural laws that can be observed, measured, and understood. Locke's empiricism, which emphasized the importance of sensory experience as the basis of knowledge, aligned perfectly with this scientific worldview. Just as astronomers used telescopes to observe the heavens and physicists conducted experiments to unlock the secrets of motion, Locke argued that we come to understand the world through careful observation and reflection upon our experiences. Moreover, Locke's tabula rasa theory challenged the prevailing notion of innate social hierarchies. If we are all born as blank slates, he argued, then we are all born equal in potential. Our minds are not preordained by birthright or social standing, but are shaped by the opportunities and experiences we encounter throughout our lives. This radical idea had profound political implications, fueling revolutionary movements that sought to overturn entrenched systems of privilege and inequality. The American Declaration of Independence, with its assertion that all men are created equal, stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of Locke's thought. Section 3. Shaping Young Minds. The impact of Locke's Tabula Rasa theory on education was nothing short of transformative. If, as Locke argued, children are born without innate knowledge, then the environment in which they are raised and the experiences they are exposed to become paramount in shaping their minds and characters. This revolutionary idea challenged traditional educational practices, which often relied on rote memorization, strict discipline, and unquestioning obedience to authority. Locke, in contrast, envisioned a more child-centered approach to learning, one that emphasized sensory exploration, critical thinking, and the cultivation of a lifelong love of learning. Locke believed that children learn best through direct experience and active engagement with the world around them. He advocated for an educational approach that encouraged children to explore their environment, ask questions, and make connections between their observations and their growing understanding of the world. Instead of passively absorbing information from teachers or textbooks, Locke believed that children should be active participants in their own learning, constructing their knowledge through first-hand experiences. This emphasis on experience-based learning had a profound influence on the development of early childhood education. Inspired by Locke's ideas, educators began to create learning environments that stimulated children's senses and encouraged them to explore their world through play, experimentation, and discovery. The use of manipulatives, nature walks, and hands-on activities became hallmarks of this new approach to education, replacing the rigid formality of traditional classrooms with environments designed to foster a child's natural curiosity and love of learning. Section 4. The Power of Association. Central to Locke's theory of tabula rasa is the concept of associationism, the idea that our minds learn by forming connections between different experiences and ideas. Just as a musician learns to associate specific notes on a page with the corresponding sounds on an instrument, so too do our minds gradually build up a complex web of associations through repeated exposure to sensory information. These associations, Locke argued, are the building blocks of knowledge, forming the foundation of our understanding of the world. Imagine a child learning to speak. At first, the world is a cacophony of sounds devoid of meaning, but gradually, through repeated exposure, the child begins to associate certain sounds with specific objects or actions. The sound mama becomes linked to the image of the child's mother, the sound ball to the spherical object that bounces and rolls. Through this process of association, language emerges, allowing the child to communicate, to express thoughts and desires, and to navigate the world with increasing sophistication. This process of association, however, is not limited to language acquisition. It underpins all aspects of learning, from our understanding of basic concepts, like cause and effect, to our moral judgments and aesthetic preferences. We learn to associate certain behaviors with rewards or punishments, shaping our moral compass. We develop preferences for certain colors, sounds, or flavors based on past experiences of pleasure or displeasure. Our minds, like intricate tapestries, are woven from countless threads of association, each connecting different experiences and shaping our unique perspectives on the world. Section 5. A world of sensations. According to Locke, our journey of learning begins with our senses. From the moment we are born, we are bombarded with a constant stream of sensory information, sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and textures. Our minds, like sponges, soak up this sensory data, forming the raw material from which knowledge is constructed. Locke believed that all our ideas, no matter how complex or abstract, can ultimately be traced back to these fundamental sensory experiences. Imagine the taste of a ripe strawberry. The sweetness, the slight tartness, the juicy texture. These sensory experiences, according to Locke, form the basis of our idea of strawberry. Through repeated exposure, we learn to associate this particular combination of sensory inputs with the word strawberry, creating a mental representation of this delicious fruit. This process of associating sensory experiences with words and concepts is essential for language development and for our ability to think and communicate about the world around us. But Locke's emphasis on the importance of sensory experience goes beyond simply recognizing objects or understanding language. He believed that our senses are the gateway to knowledge, the foundation upon which all our understanding of the world is built. By carefully observing our surroundings, by paying attention to the subtle details of our sensory experiences, we gain a deeper understanding of the natural world, of human behavior, and of ourselves. Through our senses, we connect with the world around us, gathering the raw data that our minds then process, organize, and transform into knowledge. Locke's Tabula Rasa theory faced challenges. René Descartes offered a different perspective on knowledge. Descartes argued that certain truths are innate, imprinted from birth. He cited mathematics and logic as examples of innate ideas. His famous phrase, cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. Descartes believed this truth is inherent, not learned. His ideas influenced Western philosophy and the scientific revolution. The debate between Locke's empiricism and Descartes' rationalism shaped philosophical thought. Immanuel Kant sought to bridge the gap with his groundbreaking theory of knowledge. Kant agreed with Locke that experience shapes our understanding. However, he recognized the limitations of pure empiricism. Kant proposed our minds have innate structures that organize experiences. These categories, like space and time, are pre-existing frameworks. Kant's transcendental idealism revolutionized our understanding of mind and world. Kant's distinction between the content and form of knowledge had profound implications for our understanding of reason and its limits. Pure reason, while unable to provide us with knowledge of the world as it is in itself, can still provide us with knowledge of universal and necessary truths. As the 20th century dawned, a new force emerged in psychology, challenging the nature versus nurture debate. Behaviorism, led by John B. Watson, focused on observable behavior rather than internal mental states. Watson believed all behavior could be explained as learned responses to environmental stimuli. His famous experiment with a boy named Albert demonstrated that even complex emotions like fear could be learned through conditioning. Watson's behaviorism had a profound impact on psychology, emphasizing learning, conditioning, and environmental influences. Behaviorist principles influenced education, therapy, and advertising, shaping our understanding of human behavior. Behaviorism's rise marked a victory for the nurture side of the nature versus nurture debate. Watson's claim that he could shape any infant into any type of person through conditioning captured the imagination of a generation. By the mid-20th century, the cognitive revolution sought to reclaim the mind as a legitimate object of scientific inquiry. Cognitive psychologists viewed the mind as an information processing system, analogous to a computer. This perspective, known as interactionism, recognizes that both nature and nurture play crucial roles in human development. Advances in neuroscience have revealed the brain's remarkable plasticity, its ability to change and adapt throughout life in response to experience. The enduring debate between tabula rasa and innate knowledge shapes our understanding of human nature and free will. If we embrace the blank slate view, we might champion social programs aimed at providing equal opportunities. Acknowledging innate factors might lead us to question the notion of free will and consider ethical dilemmas in criminal justice and social responsibility. In classrooms, the nature versus nurture debate plays out in real time. Those favouring tabula rasa might gravitate towards constructivist approaches, emphasising hands-on learning and student-centred exploration. Conversely, those leaning towards innate abilities might advocate for more structured, traditional methods. Effective education requires creating environments that nurture curiosity and provide tailored support to help each student reach their full potential. The nature versus nurture debate also takes centre stage in therapy. Those favouring tabula rasa emphasise early childhood experiences and learned behaviours. Biological perspectives highlight genetics and brain chemistry, often utilising medication and biomedical interventions. Most mental health professionals now embrace a biopsychosocial model, recognising the complex interplay of biological, psychological and social factors. The question of free will becomes complex when considering genetics. Some argue that acknowledging genetics might lead to a more compassionate understanding of criminal behaviour. Others argue that we all possess the capacity for moral reasoning and the ability to make choices. The challenge lies in finding a balance between acknowledging biology without resorting to genetic determinism. The nature versus nurture debate often leads us down a false dichotomy. The reality is a complex interplay of genetic predispositions and environmental influences. Our genes provide the blueprint, but our experiences shape how those materials are assembled and expressed. We are active participants in our own becoming, shaping and being shaped by the world around us. From the blank slate to the richly textured tapestry of human experience, we've journeyed through centuries of inquiry. The tabula rasa concept challenges us to consider what shapes who we are. Is it the world around us or an inherent essence? This question has no easy answers. The reality is a delicate dance between nature and nurture, genes and environment, inherent predispositions and the transformative power of experience. The allure of the nature versus nurture debate lies in its simplicity, yet the human experience defies such simplistic categorization. We are not blank slates nor mere puppets of our genetic code. We are a symphony of nature and nurture. Embrace the complexity, the wonder of human development. Our genes and choices shape our traits. We possess resilience, healing and growth. This perspective impacts education, social policy and personal lives. The quest to understand what shapes who we are is not a destination, but a journey, an ongoing exploration that challenges us to confront our assumptions, to question our beliefs, and to embrace the unknown. The tabula rasa, while perhaps an oversimplification of the human experience, has served as a valuable starting point, a catalyst for centuries of debate, discovery, and the ever-evolving understanding of what it means to be human. As we continue this journey, armed with the insights of philosophy, the tools of science, and the wisdom gained from lived experience, let us do so with open minds and compassionate hearts. Let us approach the complexities of human nature with humility, recognizing that the more we learn, the more we realize how much we have yet to discover. Let us celebrate the uniqueness of each individual, the intricate interplay of nature and nurture that makes each of us who we are. And let us never lose sight of the profound responsibility that comes with this understanding. The responsibility to create a world where every individual, regardless of their starting point, has the opportunity to thrive, to reach their full potential, and to contribute their unique gifts to the rich tapestry of human experience. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of tabula rasa and the enduring quest to understand the human mind. We invite you to continue the conversation in the comments below, sharing your thoughts, insights and experiences. And be sure to subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content, exploring the mysteries of the universe and the human experience.